You have 7 days left of this crypto run. And if you don't act soon, you're going to miss out. Now, 85% of the people that watch this video will get what I'm about to say. 5% of the people will scream and rant in the comments section that this is clickbait, but I assure you it's not. And 10% of people have probably already disconnected from this video. I've been an investor for a very long time. I had to get under control my emotions when it came to investing, spotting deals, making money, taking profits. And now I teach people how to do it. And when I say you've got 7 days left of this cycle, first off, I want to take you back 7 days ago. And there are probably thousands and thousands of people that will be watching this video and will be commenting down below what the last week has been like for them. They're students of mine. And let me remind you that they're students of mine because of what they witnessed back in December, January, February, and March. And then going into this, I mean, they made stupid amounts of money, 1,000+% on their money in about a 6-week period. And in the last 7 days, they have made between 200 and 500% on their money. Even the channel in the last 7 days has over doubled their money if they listened and took action in cryptocurrency. Between DIA, and the Spark token, even people that wanted the free information doubled their money. Guys, type 1 if you're one of those people in the last 7 days that has made money, either on the DeFi project, the students, or the free calls on the channel. And what I'm going to do really quick before I explain what's going to happen in the next 7 days, I'm extending that sale one more day. Dylan's asleep, don't tell him. Because he is really on me to split up the course and to raise the prices because the response is phenomenal. But I want to make sure a handful more people get in. So the link's down below if you want that, the trade calls, the DeFi, and start diving into DeFi because I have another call coming out Saturday or Sunday. Now, I teach things very differently than most people. And let me ask you this. If you're holding DIA or you bought and sold it, or Spark, type it down below. Type SPK or DIA. I'm curious how many people made money from it or are holding it. I'm holding both of them, just so you guys know. All right. In 7 days, what you're about to witness, I have to explain from the last 7 days. 7 days ago, a bunch of people, thousands of people took action and they purchased a cryptocurrency and they learned a special way of buying it, a way that most people don't understand. As a matter of fact, I don't think this has ever been done to this scale in human history. I'm not joking. I run one of the largest trading groups on earth, and I'm teaching people how to buy and sell crypto in a very, very different way. Using meekness. It is a very important, as a matter of fact, I got to go over that in the next group coaching call. Why we're winning, why we can not constantly win, but have a pretty darn good percentage rate, let's say. And 7 days ago, people in the DeFi group made, doubled their money before I even showed the world what these smaller market cap coins are about, what they're doing. The teams don't necessarily know how to get this out into the grand stage. Well, Ninja Nation is the grand stage. And then once they hit the market, the world starts buying it up. And Ninja Nation, people on the channel watching these videos, they buy it up. Then the world panics and buys up. And it's a very simple process, but what it takes is some due diligence and patience. And then you're pretty darn assured that you're going to go out there and crush it. And I'm not talking about every single coin. I'm talking about a majority of the market. But this crypto market, this bull run in altcoins is not going to last as long as you think. All right. So when I say you have 7 days left, think about, and this is crazy because I know people personally in my family, my friends, YouTubers in the space, and I would call them and say, hey, have you looked at this project? Yeah, I'm pretty tapped out. I'm like, I'd look at this project because we're about to move into this thing. The channel is going to find out about it and you're going to want to check this thing out. Nah, and they just wait. Now, let me ask you this. Would it change your life if you learned how to double your money every time you did something? I'm no joke. This is a serious question. Yes or no? If you knew how to double your investment, would you do it? Would that be incredible? And I want to remind you, I know somebody that started with $300 back in January. He now has $14,000, and probably by this time next week he'll have over $20,000. Okay, so I don't care where you are in life with your finances. If we can get you to think differently and invest differently, you're going to act differently and live differently. All right, so we have probably 6 solid weeks on this current bull run in altcoins, barring a stock market correction. And BlackRock and a bunch of big people are already talking about that, which would take Bitcoin from where it is now, probably more than likely to the 105 range. If Bitcoin goes to the 105 range, what are going to happen to cryptos? All right. Yesterday we saw a small little blip where Bitcoin went from, let's say, 119 down to 117, and you saw the main nets drop like 5 to 12%. XRP, Ethereum, all these, and then what did it do to alts? Now, just so you know, for the record, the DeFi group's trade calls were pretty much the only ones up in the market. And they're going to keep going up because of a specific way we buy and invest in these projects. And can everyone do me a favor and say hi and thank Neil for all the hard work he's doing? And so my point being is, thank you, Neil. And so my point being is that in the last 7 days, all of these people have made 2, 3, maybe even 500% of the DeFi group. People on the channel have made, 100% on 2 different coins. If you would have moved into Daya and taken your profits, and then moved into Spark and taken your profits, you're up 200%, 300%. I'm bad with percentages when it just doubles, but you get my drift. 2 projects doubled just on the channel alone. And so my point being is that you now have the next 7 days. We moved into a coin yesterday, and it's doing exactly what I want it to do. And it's going to keep slowly rising. The volumes in us keep increasing slowly. And you're going to see people start buzzing about it on the internet. Actually, they already are, and they don't even know it's Ninja Nation. And then with the next pick that we come out with, you're going to see something I believe even better than what you saw this last week on the channel with Daya and with Colonel. Or I'm sorry, not Colonel Corn Pop. I've been thinking about that stupid freaking song this whole week. With Daya and with Spark. It's maple or syrup. Anyway, sorry, my mind's all over. I'm looking at literally hundreds of projects, and they're all over the place. And the question is, when we narrow it down and we pick the one with the right liquidity, with the right project, with the right advertising, with the right amount of buzz, and we slowly start to pick at it, slowly and patiently, what do you think's gonna happen on those projects? And like, we got an incredible email the other day from somebody that said, I honestly thought this was a pump and dump, but I fought my emotions and I tried it. I looked into what he was teaching, talking about me, and I'm so glad I did. That's somebody that had to fight their emotions just to get past what they thought about what we're doing here. You see, in the end, you'll see that when you make the right decisions when everyone's watching, but also when nobody's watching, and they're the right decisions because they hurt, they sting, because you're keeping your word, you're keeping your honor, you're disciplined, you're going to be blessed by God, and you're then going to in turn be blessed by man. Please type 10 if you get that and agree with that. It's a big deal. Look at World Money Wins. Check this out. Say, hey, everybody. Say hi to World right now. Say hi, World. He is a friend of mine. One of my original subscribers that started a YouTube channel. He's actually been on Fox Business. They had him on, not me. They're like, hey, we don't want the ninja. Hey, the Real Estate Podcast. Hey, hold on a second. Real quick, I got to answer this question. Real Estate Rescue Podcast said, can you block DeFi members when they ask questions of who's bought a ton of your courses moving forward? I don't know what that means. I block the crap out of people that expose the projects too early and people that whine. Just so you guys know, I block the crap out of them. And then they send Dylan emails crying because they got blocked. And it's like, well, I'm building a group of people around the world that you're going to see move from crypto, and we're going to make a ton of money in crypto. Like, my goal is to see people make I'm not joking, 10,000% during this run that started in January, right? Which can easily be done. I tell you the story about turning 10 grand into $1 million. And that was after, when it went to 100 grand, I pulled $40,000 off and bought physical silver with it. That 60 grand went to $1 million in a year. That's going to be done even bigger this year for my students. And so if you guys are a DeFi student and you are happy with the product, you just type DeFi down below and watch what happens. You see, I watch on X, and I'm going to put my X link down below. I highly suggest you go look at it and click on the link, the X link, go look at our last post and watch what happens when somebody goes, hey, I don't see the trade calls. And you'll see a student come in and go, hey, it's on this page, go there. They're not like trying to hoard everything. You see, because my students know the way that I teach. First off, I'm pretty rough on my students at times, but I'm trying to teach a teamwork mentality to build something and say, if we all go get a little bit, we're going to share in the spoils. That's how wars are won. They're won by a group of people, a massive amount of people that are completely sold out and just bought in and understand that working together, we're going to become extremely powerful. You know, there's actually a group out there that's trying to work against what I'm doing in the markets, and we're overthrowing them. I'm telling you, you've never been a part of something like this in your life. And you're going to be able to take these lessons with you to the next group. Oh, all right, cool. Real estate podcast, bring this up on the next call. That'd be great. And as a matter of fact, email Dylan. Do me a favor, email Dylan, say the name of your channel on email and say, Travis will remember this, and then we'll address that issue, okay? Perfect. All right, cool. With that being said, thank you so much for watching. If you want to be part of this group, the DeFi group, and you want the entire thing, we're extending the sale today. It's down below. That's the trade calls, the group coaching calls, and the DeFi course. And then we're raising the price and breaking it all up. All right, with that being said, thank you so much for watching. The Economic Ninja is out.